You are watching WPTV, award-winning college television.
Welcome back to the desk. Both Pioneer basketball teams seasons have come to an end, and here to recap everything from the Rec Center this season is Brian Montiel, J.J. Woodards, David Gordon, and Bijan Pulley. Senior Andre Wells made NJAC honorable team mentions this week, and he had an historic career as a Pioneer. J.J., take us through his season stats.
Andre Wells had a great senior season this year. He averaged over 15 points a game, a little over 5 rebounds a game, just about 5 assists a game, and he shot a crazy percentage, 52% from the field. That is why he was an honorable mention on the NJAC team this year.
Yeah, he had a heck of a season this year. JJ, I'll keep it with you. What makes him such a great player?
I'm going to say he doesn't settle. Andre Wells does not settle for jump shots. Now, nowadays, you see a lot of guys settle for three-pointers, settle for mid-range jumpers. Andre Wells attacks the basket. That's why one of the games this year he shot 26 free throw attempts. He does not settle at all, and I love that about his game.
David?
I'm going to go with his passing. He averaged, as we just previously mentioned, 4.9 assists per game, and he led the team with assists this season with 122. So it shows he's thinking of his teammates first before himself, and that's why he's a leader on this team.
What makes Andre Wells such a special player?
Well, he's not just a good passer on his team, he's a good passer in the NJAC. He led the NJAC in assists, 4.9 a game. He always knows when to slow the game down, keep the tempo low, bring the team right back together. Whenever he draws a double, he always seems to make the right pass. He's good in the pick and roll. He's just a great floor general, great vision, and that's why he's such a great player.
Yeah, he has the court awareness that's what makes him such a special player. Bijan, I'll go to you.
I got to go with his inside the arc dominance. Last season, his first year here at the program, 150 of his 176 field goal attempts were inside the arc, where he shot 58%. This season, he increased his volume, with 200 of his 250 field goal attempts were from inside the arc, where he shot at a 54% clip. Well, him to be this efficient this season scoring inside the arc is just incredible, especially since he increased his offensive usage, had more defensive attention on him, while also being the lead playmaker.
Yeah, the men's team finished well under 500 with an overall record of 6-19 and a 2-6 record in conference play this season. David, I'll go to you. What is something the team needs to improve on to get themselves back in contention in the NJAC next season?
I got to say it's their perimeter defense. They give up far too many threes, allowing opponents to shoot 34% from beyond the arc. And a big cause of that was not getting back on defense on fast breaks, allowing them to be wide open for three. So for next year, what they got to practice and improve on is their defensive rotations and transition defense. All could lead to a well-balanced defense next season.
Well, I'll go to you. What does the team need to improve on next year?
I got to say rebounding. Out of the 25 games we played this season, we only out-rebounded 5 teams. That's not that good. We just don't have a lot of length on this team, especially next season because we're going to lose Tim. We're only probably going to just have Delani, London Pope, but we need a lot of taller people, and that's something that you do on the recruiting side. We just need to recruit taller, stronger players, or because we have a lot of short guards as well, or we just got to work harder boxing out, work harder getting those rebounds. If we're going to be a short team, we're going to have to work harder for the boards.
Yeah, you got to attack the glass and crash the glass to get those boards.
Yeah,
Bijan,
sure.
I'll go to you.
I got to go with their shooting from deep. This season, they took 21 shots from deep per game, but only made them at a 30.6% clip. Simply, where basketball is at today, that's not going to get the job done. When you have other teams making 8 to 10 shots from deep per game while shooting them at a 34 to 36% clip, you're just losing the math battle at that point. And if that happens consistently, like it did this season for the Pioneers, you're not going to be able to contend in the NJAC.
Yeah. Switching it over to the women's side, Brianna Smith had a legendary career as a Pioneer. Brian, I'll go to you. Bring me through her season stats.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Brianna Smith, not just a legend, she might be a Hall of Famer for William Patterson one day. 112 games played, over 1,500 points, 248 assists of her career, and 170 steals. I mean, she had a legendary career, and like I said, Hall of Fame caliber career for Brianna Smith. She's definitely a William Patterson legend.
Yeah, boy, I'll keep it with you. What about her game? I can't even. What about her game makes her such a good player?
I got you, Coop. I gotta say the shooting. I mean, you know me. I love shooting, and she has such a quick release. She was close to 200 made threes in her career, as we can see here. She's a clutch shooter too. In the NJCU game, she had a very clutch shot. I mean, she's just such a great shooter, and a big reason why she's here, and that step back three. We've all seen it. She can hit that step back really efficiently, so she's an amazing shooter.
Yeah, Bijan, I'll go to you. What about her game makes her such a good player?
Man, I gotta go for short-term memory. Brianna is 5th in shot made from deep in program history with 146. But what's even more impressive, she's also 5th in shots attempted from deep with 438. Shooting that much from deep means she has a short-term memory where she can miss multiple shots in a row, but that doesn't affect her confidence because she knows that the next shot is going in. Like in the quarterfinal game, she didn't make any of her 6 attempts before the last one to cash it from the W logo to send us to the semifinal round.
Yeah, David, I'll go to you. What about Brianna Smith makes her a quick player?
I'm going to build off what Bijan said, and I'm going to say her range. She could pull it from anywhere beyond the arc, as we've seen. At the end of the season, in the Rampo game and the NJCU game, she was making threes well beyond the arc. It shows how great of a shooter she really is and why she led the team in points.
JJ, I'll finish it off with you. Talk to me about Brianna Smith.
I'm going to say her leadership. She's played in 112 games. She's seen it all. This team goes as Brianna Smith goes, and she was just a leader game in and game out. So she just led this team all the way.
Yeah, the Pioneers fell short in the NJAC semifinal game against Montclair, losing 67-55. The team left it all out on the floor in the NJAC playoffs this season. But let's shift our focus to next season already. Bijan, I'll go to you. Who's a player that will break out next season?
I gotta go with Madison Chiara. In flashes, she has shown that she can score the ball and do it in multiple ways, shifting from an on-ball to an off-ball role. She was 4th on the team in total shots, despite missing 5 games due to injury, which also caused her to lose her rhythm. Her offensive usage is only going to increase next season, and with Brianna Smith and Victoria Palladino graduating, who were 2nd and 4th in shot attempts, she needs to step up. And she has shown she can get points quick, but the Pioneers are going to need her to do it consistently next season. And that's going to be a big swing factor if the Lady Pioneers can get over the hump and win the NJAC, which they were so close to doing this year.
Blythe, who's a player that will break out?
I gotta say Patty Walsh, once again, she was our 3rd leading scorer this season, almost 10 points a game, 6 rebounds a game. I mean, we can see what she can do when she can hit that mid-range consistently. She had that 26-point outing against NJCU. She's a great defender, 5th in blocks in the NJAC. I think she has it all, and she can be a double-double machine. Like I said in the beginning of the season, she can definitely do it next season. I'm very excited for her next season.
Yeah, she's got one more year left with the Pioneers. Going into a senior season, let's see what she can do. David, I'll move it over to you.
I'm going to go with Jada Jacobs, the sophomore. This season, she averaged 3.8 points per game, 4.6 rebounds, and 1.5 assists, shooting 36% from the field. Off the bench, she was a key piece that helped her team defensively in the rebounding category specifically, and I think the Pioneers will get a lot more out of her next year, and I think it will lead her to being a top scorer on this team.
JJ, I'll finish off with you. Talk to me about a player who will break out next year.
Can I just have one question? Why am I last on all of these questions?
You gotta ask him. You gotta ask the
holy
producer.
crap.
I don't know.
Gotta ask the
That's
producer.
the producer.
My answer is Mena Hafiz.
That's the producer.
I mean, she didn't play this season, obviously, due to injury, but I feel like she's gonna come back with vengeance. She really loves the game of basketball. I could tell the way she cheers on the teammates and she wants to be out there. So I feel like she's just gonna have a chip on the shoulder for next season.
Congratulations to both Pioneer basketball teams for finishing another season. Thank you for keeping us entertained during the winter. But as the seasons change, so do the sports. We're going to swing into some Pioneer baseball next on WP Sports Desk.